The kings of ancient Persia have been written about in countless history books, but there are secrets and hidden truths that have not been revealed to the masses. From scandalous affairs to political manipulations, these kings were not always the noble and just leaders that they are often portrayed as. The history books didn't tell us about the kings of ancient Persia, shedding light on the hidden side of their reigns. Imagine yourself strolling through the halls of a magnificent palace in ancient Persia, surrounded by imposing columns, intricate carvings, and sparkling jewels. You catch a glimpse of the king sitting on his throne, draped in luxurious fabrics and adorned with gold and precious stones. You may be familiar with the tales of the great Persian empires and their mighty rulers, from Cyrus the Great to Darius the Great, but what if there were secrets that the history books didn't tell us about these kings? It's easy to get caught up in the grandeur and glory of the Persian Empire, with its sprawling cities, advanced infrastructure, and cultural achievements. But beneath the surface lies a world of intrigue, scandal, and mystery. What were the personal lives of these kings really like beyond their public personas? What secrets did they keep hidden from their subjects and even from their own families? In this exploration of the lesser-known aspects of ancient Persian history, we'll delve into the stories that were left out of the textbooks. We'll uncover the scandals and controversies that plagued the reigns of some of Persia's most famous kings, from their romantic entanglements to their political rivalries. We'll examine the legends and myths that have surrounded these figures for centuries and separate fact from fiction. Get ready to step into the shadows of the Persian Empire, where the secrets of the kings await. The Persian Empire was one of the most powerful empires in the ancient world. Cyrus the Great founded it in 550 BCE after bringing together several tribes in the area to form a powerful force. The Persian Empire was known for its military prowess and administrative efficiency. Its rulers, known as the Achaemenids, conquered much of the known world, including Egypt and parts of Greece. The empire reached its peak under Darius the Great, who expanded its territory to include much of modern-day Europe and Asia. The Persian Empire was known for its cultural achievements, including art, architecture, and literature, and it left a lasting impact on the world. However, the empire eventually declined and fell to Alexander the Great in 330 BCE. In 330 BCE, the great Macedonian conqueror Alexander the Great marched into the Persian Empire and brought about its downfall. His victory marked the end of the Achaemenid dynasty, the ruling family of the Persian Empire, which had reigned for over 2 centuries. However, despite Alexander's triumph, the Persian Empire remained a source of fascination and intrigue for centuries. As we delve deeper into the history of ancient Persia, we begin to uncover secrets and stories that have been left out of the history books. From the lavish lifestyles of the Persian kings to their ruthless tactics in battle, there is much more to this ancient civilization than meets the eye. So let's take a journey back in time and explore the secrets of the kings of ancient Persia that history books have overlooked. King Cyrus the Great. King Cyrus the Great was the founder of the Achaemenid Empire and one of the most famous rulers of ancient Persia. He was born in 580 BCE in the region of Persis, which is now modern-day Fars province in Iran. Cyrus was the son of a minor Persian nobleman named Cambyses I and inherited the position of king from his grandfather, Artaxerxes, who was the ruler of the nearby Median Empire. However, Cyrus rebelled against his grandfather and defeated him in battle in 550 BCE, effectively bringing an end to the Median Empire and establishing his own Persian Empire. While King Cyrus the Great is largely celebrated for his contributions to Persian society, there are also lesser-known facts and controversies surrounding his reign. One such controversy is the treatment of the Jewish people. While some accounts suggest that King Cyrus allowed the Jewish people to return to Jerusalem and rebuild their temple, others argue that this was done primarily for political gain and that the Jewish people were still subject to Persian rule and taxation. Another controversy surrounds King Cyrus' treatment of his own family. According to some accounts, Cyrus had his own son, Cambyses II, killed in order to secure the throne for himself. This act of patricide is often overlooked in the grander narrative of Cyrus' reign. Some historians have criticized Cyrus for his military conquests and expansionism. While he is celebrated for his conquest of Babylon, some argue that this was an act of imperialism and aggression rather than a noble pursuit. King Xerxes. Xerxes I, also known as Xerxes in Old Persian, was the 4th king of the Achaemenid Empire and ruled from 486 to 465 BCE. He was the son of King Darius I and Atossa, daughter of Cyrus the Great. Xerxes ascended the throne after his father's death in 486 BCE and immediately faced a rebellion in Egypt that lasted for 2 years. The Persian Empire experienced significant expansion during Xerxes' rule, which included the conquest of Egypt, Thrace, and the Greek city-states in Asia Minor. He also continued the construction of the canal that connected the Nile River to the Red Sea, started by his Darius I. One of Xerxes' most ambitious projects was the construction of a bridge across the Hellespont, modern-day Dardanelles, in order to invade Greece. The bridge, made up of 360 ships, was built in just 7 days, and Xerxes led a massive army of over 100,000 men across it. Xerxes' invasion of Greece is perhaps the most well-known event of his reign. In 480 BCE, Xerxes led a massive army of Persians, Medes, and other subject peoples against the Greek city-states. The Greeks, under the leadership of the Spartan king Leonidas, put up a valiant defense at Thermopylae but were eventually defeated. However, the Persian navy was decisively defeated at the Battle of Salamis, and the Greek city-states were able to repel the Persian invasion the following year at the Battle of Plataea. Xerxes' campaign in Greece has been the subject of numerous works of art and literature, including the epic poem The Persians by the ancient Greek playwright Aeschylus. Despite Xerxes' many accomplishments, there are also numerous controversies and mysteries surrounding his life. One of the most famous of these is the story of his wife, Amestris, who is said to have ordered the execution of 1,000 of her own slaves on the day of her wedding. Another scandalous aspect of Xerxes' reign was his reputed love of luxury and excess. According to the ancient historian Herodotus, Xerxes was known for throwing lavish parties and indulging in opulent displays of wealth. He also reportedly had a harem of numerous wives and concubines. There is also a great deal of controversy surrounding Xerxes' religious beliefs and practices. While the Persian Empire was known for its religious tolerance, Xerxes himself was a devout worshipper of the Zoroastrian god Ahura Mazda. Some scholars have argued that his religious zeal may have contributed to his failed invasion of Greece, as it led him to underestimate the Greeks' fighting spirit and their belief in their own gods. Xerxes I was a complex and fascinating figure in ancient Persian history whose reign was marked by both great achievements and controversies. His invasion of Greece is still remembered today as one of the most dramatic conflicts in ancient history, and his legacy continues to inspire debate and discussion among scholars and historians. King Darius the Great. King Darius the Great was the third Persian emperor of the Achaemenid Empire, succeeding his father, King Cambyses I. Darius was born in 550 BCE in the city of Marvdasht in modern-day Iran. He rose to power in 522 BCE after a palace coup that saw him overthrow King Gaumata, who had falsely claimed to be his brother Bardia, and seize the throne for himself. Darius is known for his impressive building projects and innovations that helped transform the Persian Empire into a powerful and prosperous nation. He was a patron of the arts and commissioned many monumental structures, including the famous Persepolis, the Palace of Susa, and the Apadana Palace. He also built a network of roads and canals, including the Royal Road, which connected the capital city of Susa to Sardis in modern-day Turkey. This road was crucial for trade and commerce, and it allowed the Persian Empire to expand its influence and power throughout the region. One of Darius' greatest achievements was his administrative reforms, which helped to centralize and streamline the government of the empire. He divided the empire into 20 provinces, each of which had a satrap or governor in charge of collecting taxes, preserving order, and keeping the peace. In order to make sure that no rebellion or dissent threatened his rule, he also established a network of spies and messengers known as the eyes and ears of the king. Despite his many accomplishments, Darius' reign was not without controversy and intrigue. He faced several rebellions and uprisings during his reign, including the famous Ionian Revolt, which was a failed attempt by Greek cities in Asia Minor to overthrow Persian rule. Darius also had to deal with several assassination attempts and conspiracies, including one by his own son-in-law, Bardia. One of the most fascinating and controversial aspects of Darius' life was his involvement in the murder of the previous king, Bardia, also known as Smerdis. According to the Greek historian Herodotus, Darius and 6 other Persian nobles killed Bardia in secret and then covered up the crime by claiming that he was still alive and ruling the empire. This controversial event has been the subject of much debate and speculation among historians, and it is unclear what the true motivations were behind Darius' actions. Darius also had a personal life that was shrouded in mystery and intrigue. He had several wives and concubines, including a daughter of Cyrus the Great, but little is known about his personal relationships or love life. He was also known to have a fondness for gardens and hunting, and he was a skilled archer and horseman. Overall, Darius the Great was a complex and enigmatic figure in Persian history, known for his impressive building projects, administrative reforms, and secretive personal life. While his legacy has been the subject of much debate and controversy, his contributions to the Persian Empire and his impact on world history are undeniable. King Artaxerxes II. King Artaxerxes II, also known as Artaxerxes Memnon, ruled over the Persian Empire from 404 BC to 358 BC. He succeeded his father, Darius II, after a power struggle with his half-brother, Cyrus the Younger. Despite facing numerous challenges during his reign, Artaxerxes II managed to maintain the stability of the empire and leave behind a lasting legacy. During his reign, Artaxerxes II faced a number of military challenges, including conflicts with Egypt, Sparta, and the satraps of the empire. One of his most notable military campaigns was against Egypt, which had rebelled against Persian rule. To put down the rebellion and retake control of Egypt, Artaxerxes II dispatched a sizable army under the command of his brother. The campaign was successful, and Artaxerxes II was able to secure his hold on Egypt for the remainder of his reign. Artaxerxes II was also known for his foreign policies, which focused on maintaining peaceful relations with neighboring states. He negotiated treaties with the Greek city-states, including Athens and Sparta, and established diplomatic relations with the Indian subcontinent. His efforts to promote diplomacy and peaceful coexistence helped prevent major conflicts from breaking out during his reign. Despite his many accomplishments, scandal and controversy marred Artaxerxes II's personal life. He was known for his love of luxury and excess, and he spent vast sums of money on lavish parties and extravagant gifts. He also had a reputation for being cruel and vindictive, and was rumored to have executed members of his own family for political reasons. Due to his numerous wives and concubines, Artaxerxes II's personal life was even more complicated. He was said to have over 300 wives and consorts, many of whom vied for his attention and favor. His love affairs and marital disputes were the subject of much gossip and scandal, and he was often criticized for his infidelities and mistreatment of women. Despite his personal flaws, Artaxerxes II was generally well regarded by his subjects, who appreciated his efforts to maintain stability and promote prosperity throughout the empire. He was known for his generosity and patronage of the arts, and supported the construction of numerous public works, including roads, bridges, and irrigation systems. Artaxerxes II's legacy also lives on in the many inscriptions and monuments he commissioned throughout the empire. His name appears on numerous inscriptions, including the famous Behistun inscription, which details the history of the Persian Empire under his rule. His reign marked a period of relative stability and prosperity for the empire, and his efforts to promote diplomacy and peaceful coexistence helped pave the way for future Persian kings. King Cambyses II. King Cambyses II was the second ruler of the Achaemenid Empire, succeeding his father Cyrus the Great in 530 BCE. Despite his short reign of only 7 years, Cambyses II made significant contributions to Persian history through his military conquests and reforms. However, his reign was also shrouded in controversy, with rumors of madness, cruelty, and a mysterious death that have puzzled historians for centuries. A brief reign and notable accomplishments. Cambyses II inherited a vast empire from his father, which he expanded through a series of military campaigns. In 525 BCE, he conquered Egypt, adding it to the Persian Empire and becoming its first foreign ruler. He also conducted successful campaigns in Libya and Ethiopia, extending the empire's reach into Africa. Cambyses II was also known for his administrative reforms, including the creation of a system of satrapies, or provinces, each governed by a satrap appointed by the king. This system allowed for more efficient and centralized rule over the vast empire. Cambyses II also encouraged the use of a single language, Aramaic, for official correspondence, further unifying the diverse peoples under Persian rule. Despite his achievements, Cambyses II's reign was also characterized by debate and questions about his mental health. According to some ancient sources, Cambyses II was known for his cruelty and erratic behavior. He was said to have killed his brother, Bardia, in a fit of jealousy and murdered the Apis bull, a revered animal in Egyptian culture. One of the most enduring mysteries of Cambyses II's reign is his alleged plot to kill his own father, Cyrus the Great. According to Herodotus, Cambyses II was jealous of his father's popularity and success and conspired to have him assassinated. However, other sources cast doubt on this account, and the truth of this conspiracy remains uncertain. The circumstances of Cambyses II's death are also shrouded in mystery. According to Herodotus, Cambyses II died from a self-inflicted wound to his thigh, while other sources suggest that he was murdered or died from natural causes. Some have even speculated that he went mad and killed himself in a fit of rage. Despite the controversies surrounding his reign, Cambyses II made significant contributions to Persian history and the development of the Achaemenid Empire. His conquests and administrative reforms helped to consolidate and expand Persian rule over a vast territory, and his use of Aramaic as a unifying language had a lasting impact on the region. Cambyses II also left a lasting legacy through his building projects, including the construction of the Apadana Palace in Persepolis and the Temple of Ammon in Siwa, Egypt. These structures served as symbols of Persian power and influence, and their ruins continue to inspire awe and fascination to this day. In Persian history, King Cambyses II was a complex figure whose brief but eventful reign was characterized by both successes and controversies. While his military conquests and administrative reforms helped to strengthen and expand the Persian Empire, his alleged cruelty and erratic behavior made him a controversial figure in the popular imagination. Despite the mysteries surrounding his death, Cambyses II's legacy lives on through the lasting impact of his conquests and building projects, which continue to inspire awe and wonder to this day. The Persian Empire was home to some of the most powerful and influential rulers in world history. From Cyrus the Great to Cambyses II, these kings were responsible for shaping the culture, politics, and military of the Persian people. Despite their accomplishments, there are many lesser-known facts and controversies surrounding these rulers that are not typically found in history books. These secrets add depth and intrigue to the already fascinating stories of these rulers. Cyrus the Great was a visionary leader who founded the Persian Empire and contributed greatly to Persian society. His tolerance and respect for diverse religions and cultures set a precedent for future rulers, and his military conquests were impressive. However, some lesser-known controversies, such as his alleged cruelty towards conquered peoples and his complicated family relationships, add complexity to his legacy. Xerxes, on the other hand, is best known for his military campaigns and battles, including the famous Battle of Thermopylae. However, his personal life was also shrouded in mystery and scandal. His supposed involvement in the assassination of his predecessor and his questionable relationships with his own family members paint a picture of a complex and possibly flawed ruler. Darius the Great left a lasting impact on Persian society through his impressive building projects and administrative reforms. However, rumors of his involvement in secret affairs and conspiracies add a layer of intrigue to his rule. Artaxerxes II was a skilled military leader and diplomat, but his personal life was rife with controversy, including his numerous marriages and possible involvement in the murder of his own brother. Despite this, he was well-liked by his subjects, and his reputation as a just king lives on. Overall, the Persian kings were complex and fascinating figures who left an indelible mark on history. By exploring their lesser-known secrets and controversies, we can gain a deeper understanding of these rulers and the impact they had on their society and the world at large.